Welcome to my channel Glory with Mathematics. Please subscribe, like and share.
Students, let us start the chapter Coordinate Geometry. So here in this section we shall discuss some basic concepts of coordinate geometry. So before going to the topic coordinate geometry, let us discuss something on the basis of which the coordinate geometry, the branch of mathematics, starts. So here this is a paper, sheet of paper. So here it is a point. Let this point is A. We place a dot on that paper. So if someone is asked what is the position of the point A in that paper sheet, so one can tell that is nearer to the left edge of the paper, or that is nearly in the middle of the paper. But if mathematically we say that paper, that dot A, that point A is 5 centimeter away from the left edge, and that is 9 centimeter above the lower edge. So here, to give the position of the point A, we need two independent data. That is the perpendicular distance from the bottom edge and the perpendicular distance from the left edge. Here look at this figure. This is the sitting plan of a classroom. The desks are designed in the column and row. So each square is represented as one bench. So here if we are asked to find the position of lead, this is A, this is B, student A, B and C. Then what is the position of student A? So we can say the A sits on the bench which is in the third column and third row. And the position of B is fifth column and sixth row. And the position of C is seventh column and eighth row. So in this way we need two independent data, or here in both the cases we need two perpendicular lines to find the position of a point or a position of an object in a plane. So this concept, this simple idea refers or starts the coordinate geometry, the branch of mathematics. So let us discuss some basic concepts of coordinate geometry. So let us discuss about Cartesian system. The Cartesian system is first introduced by a mathematician, René Descartes. So according to his name, the system is known as Cartesian system, and the plane we used for Cartesian system is known as Cartesian plane. So here this is Cartesian plane. It consists of two perpendicular lines. So here x dash and y dash. X dash is our horizontal line and y dash is our vertical line. So horizontal line is x dash, that is known as x axis, and the vertical line y dash is known as y axis. And the point where the two axes, x axis and y axis, cross each other is called origin and is denoted by O. So we marked x axis and y axis by numbers or unit distance. So from origin, so OX, in OX we marked as positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. And in OY also the numbers are positive. So OX and OY are called the positive directions of x axis and y axis. Similarly, OX dash and OY dash are marked with negative numbers. So OX dash and OY dash are called the negative directions of x axis and y axis. And the whole plane is known as Cartesian plane. So this plane is known as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane or xy plane. And the axes are known as coordinate axis. So by the two coordinate axes, x-axis and y-axis, the Cartesian plane is divided into 4 parts. So this is first part, second part, third part and fourth part. We will consider it in anti-clockwise direction. So each part is known as quadrant. So by the coordinate axis, the Cartesian plane is divided into 4 parts. Each part is known as quadrants. So their names are, this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant and this is fourth quadrant. So the Cartesian plane consists of 2 axes, that is x-axis and y-axis, and the 4 quadrants. Let us find the perpendicular distance from both the axes, that is x-axis and y-axis of a point. So here in this Cartesian plane, the x dash is our x-axis and y dash is the perpendicular axis, that is y-axis. So 2 points are given, point P and point Q. So we have to find the perpendicular distance of P and Q from both the axes. So for this we have to draw the perpendicular line. Here PM is perpendicular to x-axis and PN is perpendicular to y-axis. Here also QR is perpendicular to x-axis and QS is the perpendicular to y-axis. Then first, what is the perpendicular distance of P from y-axis? So perpendicular distance of P, of point P from y-axis. From y-axis, this is the distance PN is equal to OM, that is 4 unit in positive direction. And the perpendicular distance of point P from x-axis. So this is equal to PM, that is equal to ON. PM is equal to ON is equal to 3 unit. So this is positive direction. So then come to point Q. So what is the distance of point Q from y-axis? The perpendicular distance of P of point Q from y-axis. From y-axis, the perpendicular distance of Q is, that is QS. QS, that is equal to OR is equal to 6 unit negative direction. And the perpendicular distance of Q from x-axis, and perpendicular distance of Q from x-axis. So this is equal to QR, or this is equal to OS. This is 2 unit in negative direction. So in this way we can find the perpendicular distance of any point on a Cartesian plane from both the axes. So a point in a Cartesian plane is always stated in terms of its coordinates. So in terms of x coordinate and y coordinate. So the x coordinate of a point is the perpendicular distance of that point from y axis. And the y coordinate of that point is the perpendicular distance of that point from x axis. So you have to summarize this. The perpendicular distance of a point from y axis is known as its x coordinate. So here the point P has x coordinate. The perpendicular distance of point P from y axis, that is 4 plus 4, because it is in positive direction, so this is 4. So point Q has x coordinate. The perpendicular distance of Q from y axis, that is -5. So similarly, the perpendicular distance of a point from x axis is known as its y coordinate. Here the point P is at a perpendicular distance from x axis, that is 3 unit. Point P has y coordinate. P has y coordinate. So y coordinate is perpendicular distance from x axis, that is 3 unit. 3. And Q has y coordinate. The perpendicular distance from x axis, that is -2. So always a point is stated in terms of its coordinates. The x coordinate is written in the first and the y coordinate in the second. And there, so here P can be written as first x coordinate, that is 4, then comma will be there, then y coordinate is 3. Then point Q, the x coordinate is -5 and y coordinate is -2. So in this way the points are written in terms of their x coordinate and y coordinate. The first one is always x coordinate and the second is always y coordinate. The x coordinate is known as the x coordinate of a point is known as abscissa, and the y coordinate of a point is known as ordinate. So here the abscissa of point P is 4 and ordinate of point P is 3, and the abscissa of point Q is -5 and ordinate of point Q is -2. So let us solve an example by using this information.